Good morning. It is the 3rd of August. It is about 8 AM in the morning. This is a quick video to update you on what's been happening. First thing, we have a new microphone. Please let me know if this is a bit clearer, a bit louder. We're working on trying to make this a bit easier to watch and understand. The big thing, of course, is we are still waiting for the official rules for the new temporary work visas. These came in on July 27th, about a week ago. We still don't have actually the official rules, or basically the operational manual has not been updated yet with how these things are going to be defined, which makes it hard because they're expecting people like yourselves and ourselves to put in applications without actually knowing how they're going to judge those applications exactly. We have a general idea, I've covered those in previous videos, but right now we aren't sure. The big news of the last few days is that up to now, we've done a video previously about exceptions, how you get across the border. And generally those are around critical workers, those who are working in certain projects. What has changed is that there is now a fee to apply for that exception. So if you're looking to apply to try and get an exception, they're going to start charging you for their time to review it, which is, in one hand, perhaps fair because there's a cost for immigration and handling that application. But on the other hand, the rules have been so poorly defined at times that people have just sort of given it a shot to see whether that they can get the exception. I think now the rules are getting better defined, but it's still, I still feel bad for people who are caught in a situation where they want to come into New Zealand, and I think they should be here, but they're going to be charged for the right to apply. Now, it's from 10th of August. It's going to be $380 for an employer seeking entry for a critical worker. So, on this list, the employer applies for the exception, not the applicant itself. And then $45 for individual requests under any other established or future critical purpose categories. So I'm assuming that means partnerships, perhaps. Again, it isn't clear. Waiting for the final rules and how that's going to work. They haven't changed the operational manual yet to cover this. It starts in a week, so they've got a bit of time still, but then we're still waiting for the work visa one to change, which came into place last week. Now the other important thing here, and this is bad news for those of you who were planning to study in New Zealand, officially the student visa applications will be suspended for the next 3 months. Now I said before that Immigration New Zealand cannot do an application from overseas when the border is closed. That is illegal by the Immigration Act. You must be able to use a visa that is granted to you. Now they're officially stating that for at least the next 3 months there will be no student visa applications processed. This may be an indication that perhaps they're looking at least 3 more months of the border being closed, quite possibly. They did mention that there are some temporary entry visa applications, offshore ones, that are not affected by that. So that's relationship based, diplomatic, consular, official staff, Antarctica traveller visas, and the recognised seasonal employer limited visas that's coming to New Zealand to work in our seasonal employment. These, of course, are ones that will be getting exceptions to the border. Otherwise, basically, it means that again, the border is closed, so offshore applications continue to be closed, and it seems that will be the case for the next 3 months at least. So I'm sorry for that news, but it is sort of in line with what we've been sort of suggesting the past few months. That is it for today's video. Nice and short and quick. We are still waiting for the changes to the operational manual in relation to the temporary work visas, and now for this charge for applications for exemption status. When that's been made, we'll come back to you with what those changes actually state. Until then, kia kaha, stay strong. It is freezing in New Zealand right now. So we're looking for hopefully a bit of warm weather soon, and hopefully we'll get you all back into the country as soon as possible. All the best.